I'd just like to thank everybody for all the input, all the people that are following the videos with Junior and Maria. Like I said, I haven't been around to comment. I'm going to go in there tonight and reply to everybody. But I like the helpful hints and the suggestions. That's pretty cool. But just always keep in the back of your mind through this whole entire project. This project isn't for him to find the easiest way to do it. It's for him to use his brain, learn the skill, and do it hands-on. That's why he was with a Sawzall. That's why I know Mike Wolf with the plasma cutter. That's why I didn't use a plasma cutter. That's why we didn't use any cut-off wheels or anything like that. And you're going to see that through the whole build. It isn't I don't have access to the tools. I mean, most of you guys know what I do for a living. This is a different world. This is, when you come back to my house, it's back to the basics. All that high-tech stuff I leave behind. So, like I said, he's got to, I think you got to learn, I'm not going to say the hard way, but you got to learn the harder way, and then move up from there. You know what I mean? I don't think he should just be handed a tool that could lop those things off in 5 seconds and move on, because then he'll expect the whole project to go like that. He's got to get down dirty. He's got to have problems. He's got to let shit kick his ass. That's all part of the learning curve. You know, his generation's a little different. They instantly turn on the phone. They instantly Google stuff. I don't do that. You have no brain that way. I'll just word it like that. And unfortunately, that's the way the kids are being trained these days in school, and it's gotten worse. But that's a story in itself. You have to think, you have to use your brain, you have to stand on your own 2 feet. Or when the stuff goes down eventually in this world, you're going to be the first one gone. So, with that said, that doesn't mean everybody's mechanically inclined, everybody can do everything. I mean, there's a lot of things I can't do. But I think he could do it. He shied away from it for a long time. Now he shows an interest in it. And I'm going to tell you, the first time he drives that car, it's going to be very rewarding. We ran to the store today to get that accelerator pump. And in the parking lot was an old school Corolla. Full out drag car. Okay? And as we walked by it sitting on the trail, they stopped to get whatever they stopped to get. And as we walked by, I said, look at the rear. And he goes, Dad, that's the rear we're putting in. I said, I told you. I said, these people are running these rears. And that put a smile on his face, and now he feels like he has something. He feels like he's not wasting his time working on this rear and putting it in the car. He knows we're not going to break it. So he doesn't have to worry about it when he's done. And that was good. I was watching the expressions on his face, and I liked that. I like that. He was out here while I was doing all this. You guys just didn't see it earlier with the video. He was standing behind me. Because there was nothing he can come under the hood and do. You know, and it takes one person to wrestle those accelerator pump bolts and have the gas flying all over the place. Yeah, he wanted to help clean the car. But it just didn't work out that way tonight. So he'll help me tomorrow. And the only message I could relay, I've said it to everybody I've ever trained and anything I've ever done. And that doesn't mean I live by this rule, because there are things that I intentionally built half-assed, and that went against every belief I had to make that bike look like that. But the saying goes, if you don't have time to do it right the first time, what makes you think you have time to do it right the second time? Most of the times when you're cheating something, okay, say, I don't know, say I hang that fender crooked, or I put this nose on the car and it's not square. We'll use that example. So I install this front end, it's not square. Now I'm going to spend the rest of the time working on this car chasing that it's not square. What am I going to do? I'm going to alter the hood. I'm going to make one side of the hood wider. Whatever I do to compensate for the fact that it wasn't square from the beginning, and I'm going to chase my tail through the whole entire project. and it'll show sooner or later. You know, it's like that. It's like a wave in the ocean. Sooner or later, it hits the shore, and how big it is how big you made it. And we all rush through shit. I push Junior sometimes because I'm used to working mentally pretty fast at work. You know, there's no time to relax. You got to know it. You know it quick, and that's how you make money. Or you could do it another way, just rob people, but I don't do that. But yeah, so I'm trying to instill that in him, and trust me, he's pretty anal, and he takes a lot of pride in what he does. So I think this project's going to work out well. So just bear in mind, it's only a mechanical project at this time. If he chooses to do the body work, I'll guide him through it. If he chooses to leave the car the way it is, so be it. If he chooses not to paint the engine compartment, or paint it pink. I might cringe and make faces, but this is his car. You know, he's looking at it in 2015, 16, and he's still, you know, in his teens. I'm looking at it as an old man. So I might want it to look like it's from 77, 78, but he might not. So if you've seen the models he built, there is things on there that people he deals with, and it has imports written. It said it right on the side of that Willie, something imports. So he's not afraid to express himself, which is good. Which is good. So how the car turns out, I don't know. Meaning style, I don't know. He tells me he wants to paint it red, white, and blue. We'll mask it off and paint it red, white, and blue. He wants to paint it green, we'll paint it green. You know, it's just going to be up to him. There is some things he's pretty dead set on, like the color of the engine. And everything else is up in the air. So far from what I see. So with that said, guys, I think I flapped long enough. I'm going to call it a night. And everybody have a good Halloween tomorrow. Or Halloween today, depending on when you see the video.